Hello everybody, I'd like to show you how to use the zine template to make an 8-page mini magazine or a zine. I'm going to give you a link. This is the link here, but I will put it in Blackboard and in WhatsApp. Okay, this is going to take you to a copy of the template. Now, you can only do this if you have Chrome and a Google account. So you need to make a Google account, which is Gmail or google.com. Create an account, and then this will work for you. All right, you will see here in this blue square that it says view only. You need to change this. Sorry, that's not the right place to click. So you need to click on File and then Make a Copy. Okay, so then you would say My Zine. Okay, the folder is going to be the Google Drive folder. You can just leave it at My Drive. Okay. So if you look at the two different tabs here, this is the old one, the original. This now changes to My Zine, and you can give it any name that you want. All right, so the first thing that I'd like you to do is to click on View and then choose Guides and Show Guides. So you can see some lines here that I've created to help you define the 8 pages. You can use the zoom key to get closer to the text. Notice that the bottom 8 boxes are readable. The top boxes are upside down so that when we fold the zine, the pages are the correct orientation. This means that to work on this, you're going to need to rotate the text. To do this, you click on the text, and you can see here a circle. You move your mouse over that blue circle and it lets you turn the box. And now you can erase this and you can enter your own text. All right, now you can make text bigger and to change the font, for example here, and you can make the text bigger. You can also change the size of the box. So if you wanted to move the picture over here and move the box like this, you can do that however you want to do it. Okay, the picture, you can also, if you use the sides, you're going to stretch the pictures and make them look weird. Use Control Z and it'll erase the last mistake that you made. So to change the size, you need to use the corner. Okay, when you move this, you can see that one of the side lines here turns red when I get close. That means that it's connected to the guideline, and that will make sure that your images stay inside the correct box, the correct margins. Okay, so you can change the picture around. All you need to do is hit delete on your keyboard and your picture will erase. Okay, so the text box, you can put your words in however you want and put them in, or you can type them. You can choose some of the words and change the boldness. You can change the color if you'd like. You can even highlight some of the words. So if you want to make certain ideas stand out, you're welcome to do that as well. Okay, I'm just going to go backwards and undo. So this arrow here is to undo, and this arrow is to redo and to go back. Let's say you want to make a list of things. I'm just going to make my box bigger and go back here. Okay, I can use bullets like this, and I can put some words in. But look what happens with the format. I need to fix it a little bit. All right, so here's a little outline. If you come up to the top of the ruler, you can see that, oops, sorry, I have to choose all this text. Okay, so you can see that I can change the position of the list on the paper. For the details, I want to choose a different shape. So maybe I'm going to choose this style. And now I'm going to increase the indent and click on this one. Now that is too big for me, so I'm going to move this and change this triangle a little bit so that I have space. So this is another way that you can control the appearance of your lists. So if you make any lists, you're welcome to try that. However, you can just do paragraphs if you prefer. Now, some important information. Okay, so after you finish editing your text, you need to rotate it around. Make sure that all your pictures are also rotated upside down for pages 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, to add pictures, you can upload them if you want, but you can also go to Insert, Image, and you can choose from different places, or you can just do a search. Okay, so if I do clip art, clip art has lots of free photos and cartoons that you're free to choose, and you can insert them to make your zine more interesting. Most of them are very big, so you need to use the corners and several times make the changes, and then you can put it here. Notice how the red line appears here to help me have a space. There you go. All right, the lower ones, you can see page 5, page 6. Page 7, I have the back cover here. So in the back cover, if you need to, you can put a paragraph or two, but you should leave space for your list of sources. And the front cover, I did not make it very interesting, but you can make it interesting with your name, different text. You can ask a question. You can have a picture, whatever you would like to do for the front cover. So if you don't want to do this on paper and you'd rather try it on computer, make sure that you type your work first in a normal Word document and save this somewhere safe. Okay, and then when you're finished, you can copy, go back to the page here, and then you can paste your words in. All right. Now notice that when I pasted, it used the same size and the same font. Okay, if I don't want to change that, then I need to go to Edit, Paste Without Formatting. And what that means is it keeps the font and the color that is on this document. It does not bring the font and color from the other document. Okay, so try it out, and please let me know if you have any questions. When you're all finished, your file is automatically saved here. But you can download it, and you can download a PDF. So when you're finally finished everything, I'd like you to download the PDF, and then you're going to be able to send this to me in Blackboard. I will show those of you who have not used Blackboard to upload an assignment how to do that. But here is the PDF. And you can see that it's ready for me to print it. So I'd like to print it and mark it for you, and then I'm going to send it by mail to your home address. If you need any other help learning how to use the buttons across the top, let me know. Also important are these 3 dots, which let you do a lot more things. So for example, I can choose these words, and I can add a drop shadow. And you can play around with the drop shadow a little bit. Okay, when I'm done, now the text has a drop shadow. You can do text fitting. Okay, so at the moment, if I move this down, I can make the text fit into the blue box much better. By changing these numbers, I'm changing the margins inside the blue box only. Okay, you can also change the size and flip it this way instead of dragging the boxes. All right, I think that's everything that I wanted to include for you. Oh, just a minute. There's one other thing. If you want to draw some connections, so let's say, for example, on page 3 and 4, I want to connect an idea from here to this paragraph, or let's say I want to connect the picture. You can draw from this dot here. Now let me try that again. Okay, see the purple dot that appears? I can click on the purple dot and then connect it to another purple dot like that, and it makes an arrow. So you're free to do arrows. You can also make curvy lines, and to end a curvy line you have to double click really quickly, or you can just draw. When you're drawing and you want to change the color, you can choose format options, Oh, that's not changing the color and stuff. Where is that? Oh, here it is. So the line color, you can change that. The thickness, you can add an arrow to the other end, whatever you need to do to change this style. Okay, when you need to select something, you just choose this blue arrow here, and then that lets you select the different objects that you've added to the pages. And then you can just use delete on your keyboard to get rid of things. All right, remember the red lines are also very useful. Look at my cursor. It changes depending on what I'm touching. So if it's the white X, I can move the box. You can see the red lines change so that the borders of the box match the lines on the page. You can also turn off the guides and fit on the page, and you can see your whole zine as you want it from the biggest possible view. Alright, so now finally I am going to say goodbye. I hope you found this video very useful.